Greetings from Karagah Wargaming Club, Turkey. We realize that most of the Hakislam players have some difficulties in pronouncing Qapu units. This is your lucky day, because we won't only teach you how to pronounce them, but also we will give a brief historical background of the units. Qapu. Originally, Qapu. Qapu means subject or man of the gate, indicating their collective bond with the Sultan. Ottoman classic army was organized of Qapu and provincial system addition to the Ottoman navy. As provincial units fight under the provincial governors or landlords, Qapu units were highly devoted to the palace. Qapu units were consisted of infantry, cavalry and artillery. Now, let's focus on units from Ottoman Empire Army. Gulam. Gulam is an Arabic word meaning servant boy, youth. It is used to describe young servants in paradise. Gulams were slave soldiers taken as prisoners of war from conquered regions seen in the Ottoman and other several empires. In some regions, a Gulam was trained and educated at his master's expense and could earn his freedom through his dedicated service. Başıbozuks, literally demuchat, but in Turkish means leaderless or disorderly. They were irregular soldiers of the Ottoman Empire. They were particularly noted for their lack of discipline. Başıbozuks were armed and maintained by the government, but didn't receive pay or did not wear uniforms. They were motivated to fight mostly by expectations of plunder. Sekban. Sekbans were another irregular military units. Sekbans were mercenaries of peasant background in the Ottoman Empire. They were not only loyal to the Ottoman state, but they could become loyal to anyone who could pay them a sufficient salary. Without employment, many of Sekban soldiers revolted and they plundered much of Anatolia. Also, conflict between the Janissaries and the Sekban ultimately resulted in a rebellion. Janissaries. In Turkish, it pronounced as Yeniçeri, meaning new soldier. They were allied infantry units that formed the Ottoman Sultan's household troops and bodyguards. They began as an allied corps of slaves made up of kidnapped young non-Muslim boys. They were famous for their strict discipline and order. They also served as policemen, palace guards, and firefighters during the peacetime. Yeniçeri Corps also included smaller expert teams, explosive experts, engineers, and technicians, sharpshooters, and sappers. Odalisk. In Turkish, odalık, meaning chambermaid, derives from oda, which means chamber or room. Odalık girls were usually slaves given as gifts to the sultan's harems by wealthy Turkish men. An odalık was not a concubine, but maid of the harem. If an odalık was extraordinary beauty or had exceptional talents, she would be trained as a possible concubine. Now, let's focus on the fictional units. Düzen bozan tactical group. Düzen means order. Bozan means the one who ruins, spoils, or disturbs. So, düzen bozan can be translated as order disturber or just disturber. As they are specialized as anti-terrorist units in order to defend spaceport and orbital bases, we may consider düzen bozan refers to the disturb to the plans of the terror attacks. Kaplan Tactical Services. Kaplan means tiger in Turkish. Motto of Kaplan Tactical Services is all wolves fear the tiger. This is very ironic because the wolf is an important motif in Turkish mythology. where a grey wolf led the Turks the way out of their legendary homeland, which allowed them to spread and conquer the new regions. And lastly, Azrael. Azrael is often identified with the archangel of death. It is pronounced as Azrael. Thanks and see you later.